believe that sex education at school is obligatory. And please welcome the first speaker of affirmative team.
Okay, good morning all audience of the interview was presented here. Thanks for coming. Okay, to the point, our motion today is let us believe that sex education at school is obligatory, and our parameter today is sex education for junior high school. Got to my point. If sex school is obligatory in the school, if sex education is obligatory in the school, so it will to minimize AIDS disease, because if sex education is obligatory, so the student understand how the good sex and how bad of it. So, to inform the student about free sex, so the teacher will protect themselves, because they was now, because free sex is bad, not good. Will make the bad disease for themselves. So they will avoid free sex. And then you have to know, sex education is a lesson that describes the student and inform the student how to avoid free sex and protect themselves from dangers of AIDS, from AIDS disease, and to inform the student how to do wave and to do good sex. And as you know, all of the teenager was dual-side marriage, and I sure if government have applied to make obligation to sex education in school, is to minimize the AIDS disease that almost happened in our country. And from economic side, if sex education is obligatory in our country, it will make KB will running. It means our funds of country will rise, because KB is government program. They will buy tool for the education, for proving education from KB, like condom and other. And I believe if government apply in our country, it will make the funds of our country is rising up. That's all for me. Thanks.
The first speaker of the affirmative team spent the time 2 minutes 53 seconds. So now please welcome the first speaker of the negative team.
Thank you. Thank you. Before all, I would like to introduce my group's member. I am representing for them as the first speaker, and he is Deputy Pakurital as the second speaker, and he is Aulialiski as the third speaker. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, before we start further, better we understand about this motions that this house believes that sex education at school is obligatory. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, maybe for our opinion, this baby's motion today is the update. This is the update news. Because why? Right now, the central government we got some point, the big line of what we'll explain today. They are: the first point, the contra of sex education might be information that achieved by children is unexpected if dealt with. It means their understanding might be the wrong way. Ladies and gentlemen, this point means that maybe we don't know what we feel in the student's heart, like the limit of them. This is the junior high school. We don't know. This is the young generation. The young generation is the period that how they to improve. This is the time to improve their character, their morality. So we don't know what will they do with the next. For the expert, I will explain about this point. That means might be to the wrong way. Might be to the wrong way. The sex education, it would be some boomerang, some feedback. The teacher teaches the student to let them know how about the free sex. But this is the problem. This holds some anger of the student's feeling, and that I think that is so fatal. And then the next point, if taught by the right way, can become some mock and become something that always affects the attention of whole class. Ladies and gentlemen, this motion means that maybe the teacher taught with the right way, but because you all the student, I'm the student too. There's some word the teacher said that will be affect the attention. So maybe they will break the morality of the student. The next point, just the extracurricular, not the prominent leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, this means that do you know what we got in our class, in our leaders, in our curriculum right now? In the religious leaders, they are picky. So for what? The sex education. At the public leaders, there are biology. Even the picky and biology teach more details. So this is maybe throw the time, throw the money. The even picky teach us more detail, and maybe by the religion side, they guide us to the right way, and the presentation of the wrong way is very little. Then biology. Biology is explained what inside of the free sex. What inside of the free sex, maybe sex education just tell to us what is the big line, what we have to throw with the free sex. But in the biology, they teach us about how to learn about it and what inside of the free sex. So maybe we will be scared, and the scare bring us to be that make us become to be more healthy. The next point, junction between the teacher and the student. Ladies and gentlemen, this motion means that this is about more logical. If the teacher is smart, we don't know. How about the student? Maybe the teacher is smart, then the student is not smart or is stupid. How they about their feeling, about they understand. They didn't understand. We don't know about it because the condition of our student right now, of our morality study, was right in instruction time. So this is about the next point. Usually, the sex education teacher is It's about a survey from the
Now, the question, and we have to know that inside the question, teach us that the question, we have to know that our science of the question is very important. We must sure that celebration is important for tonight, for today, but celebration is very important. It's Sunday when we get married. We know that how to get sex. According our statement is written by my educators. According to this statement is untrue. Because of what? This statement talked before that education side is not important. But in biology subject, biology subject teach us sex education. Because of what? If not, as education is very important. And biology includes education, we have upon is biology. Because in biology teach us some education side. And I hope to government of Aceh, Dr. Zenia Abdullah, have to learn to English Parliament of what English Parliament request the Brazil to teach education side. And English Parliament states to us elementary and secondary high school in English have to teach education side. And education side will make our country as one usually because education side it sure there is a program KB program, and KB program it is includes education. We have to know that KB program will make our country get right usually. And first parliament legislative said that education set has to include in our country. And education side, we have to know that never ever teach us how to practice in this class. But in sex education teach us how to do sex in Sunday. It is to say the statement stated before, celebration is useless and so dangerous to learning. Our statement it is not. Celebration is quite important. That is quite important. And celebration avoid us to do homosexual. And in education side, it will teach us to never to do sex. This is very important in education side. In short, in education side, never and ever want us to do sex. So according to our motion for today, I informed our handsome educator. Our statement is quite right because our statement based on according of GateZone.com. It is same for my statement for today. It is same.
School, junior high school, and senior high school. You know, sex education in a school such as elementary school is really unfortunate. Why? Because students of elementary school are still below in age. So their mindset still unfavorable or I'm still in a brainstorm to understand about sex education. Imagine what? If the teachers teach sex education to the elementary school that doesn't know student of the elementary school that don't know anything about sex education. Besides, in another way, they have to learn many things than their sex education for the future. So it's really unfortunate. And also for this junior high school, we're talking about teacher and student. If the teacher is smart about the segregation, but the student didn't know anything, cannot applicate the same education that has been taught to the teacher, it's part one. And also, if the teacher not smart in teaching segregation to the student, it's so part one. Because why? Segregation we cannot play with sex is really, really dangerous. Because there are many cases in our country, it's derived to segregation, sex. And also there is a point about a fact. Mostly school in sex education, they're dangerous in mixed school, such as if the teacher teaching sex education to the students. There is a mixed school, male and female, to mock each other, such as they will yell, maybe they will mock their friends and also unfitable. Their mindset is really wrong. You know that the student mindset in our country is unpredictable one. That's why. So it's very, very dangerous. It also is an immoral and behavior one. And also talking about sex education is against by the Department of English. You know that English is the rule. If the sex education is against by the Department of English, why in Europe there are many sex problems? It's very nonsense. The sex education is against by the Department of English. English is in Europe, and Europe the most probable development is sex. Why? It's nonsense, isn't it? Doesn't make sense. That's why because we cannot trust the other ones. We have to trust our teacher, our people of the nation. But there is a problem. The teacher of the nation wants to teach a psychologist. I think not all. Maybe there is, but not all of them is good teaching education. And also talking about the obligatory. I think in the curriculum education is don't put it in obligatory because there is a physics, there is a biology. We can learn that lessons in the era of that lessons, in the leisure lesson. Because if you put it obligatory, I think there's a critical curriculum. There are many lessons that we have studied in our school. More or less about 24. And by the state education, we will add some burden to the student. So, why must become obligatory if there is a physics or maybe biology? And also, we know that talking, if we teach it in senior high school, the student high school, they are in high age, so it's not feasible in the young teacher, and it will stimulate something. Maybe that's all for my statement or our statement.
We say, how will it be if they say segregation will bring our morality student? I disagree with this statement. And about physics and biology, take for the time them sex education. Biology just inform student about our organism. For example, virus, AIDS virus. Biology just describe about virus, about the disease is spread by virus. But biology not inform student how to avoid free sex. But biology not inform student what is the dangers of free sex. And about sex education teacher is not professional. We have to know someone who was before he be teacher, he was put to a test. If he is not professional, how could he be teacher? We have to imagine it. So the educators, About the next point, many cases in our country about free sex. We have to know many cases about the negative speaker talk. Many cases in our country about free sex. It's right, and it's right. We have to know how to avoid this problem. How to avoid this problem, so that the sex education has to be obligatory at school. To protect our generation, to be a good leader in the future. Parliament analysts ask sex education as obligatory at school, but as we know, and the analyst is free sex so dangerous. Many of cases as free sex in the England. Cause of it, England Parliament want to broke this case. They want to make the generation a good generation. Therefore, them us sex education has obligatory at school. And about Fiki that take more detail them about sex education. Sex education. I think Fiki just a Muslim student can study about Fiki. How about Christian? How about Hindu? Or how about Catholic? Our country is not a Muslim country, but our country is natural country. We have six religions for now. Muslim, Buddha, and each other. How could it be? How will make the Christian student understand about free sex, about dangers of free sex, if they not get sex education at school? Because they never learn about the free kick. So the educators call you a magic. When they understand about like this, how could it be? In fact, the declaration about this is not true. Ladies and gentlemen, and also the educators, let's to imagine, let's to thinking. If them statement will apply in our country, how could it be? Let's imagine, you get and something that said before, isn't it our now? So, I'm so agree with my first and my second speaker's statement. Them told sex education is to minimize this case. This case is very dangerous. This case is very dangerous, and this case is bring the bad future to our generation, so that sex education will avoid our generation from free sex, and to make KB program, to write the KB program. As far as we know, KB program is our government program. It means if it can run as well as possible, our national budget will increase. If our national budget increase, we can make construction. We can make the new home for poor family. We can give a school fee. We can give a school fee for the poor student. And then Vice Chairman of Legislative Assembly, as my second speaker told before, Vice Chairman of Legislative Assembly Pangkal Pinang, Irianto Tohor, said sex education has included to our curriculum. It is a good program. It is a good program, okay? And about sex education at school is obligatory. So, ladies and gentlemen, and also to educators, call you imagine if our generation can avoid free sex. It means we will have a good leader in the future. We can contribute our country to be a good country. As far as we know. As this told before, in the Aceh that has many cases about free sex. Some research say 85% from our teenagers in Aceh have to do sex outside marriage. And could you imagine if many of children is that now who is those father? Because those mother have to many sex with the other with the other men. So, I'm standing here, the educators, I'm standing here. I want to clearly, if sex education at school is obligatory, it is a good program. We have to obligatory this program. And I believe that the educators are in our way and in opinion, in our statement. That's all. Thanks.
Right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, as the beginning, I want to say that audience time debate. Okay, we are here professional. That's the attitude in debating. Okay, please be slow. We are professional here, right? Right? Like what you say that PK is just limited to the Islamic student. Who are the Christians or Buddhist or Hindu or the other? Right? I told you here, Islam is not limited to the Muslim. But for example then, more the Orientals teach learning in Islam. Learning Islam to know that because there's a lot of the knowledge in Islam. This is the true religion, Islam. It's the last religion. Right? Like what you say that here is Aceh. Now there's a lot of the children here. Because in Aceh people say that more children, more rezeki or more barakah maybe. And that's our society. And that's our society. No. Right, I want to back to the motion that let's see this motion. Sex education in school is obligatory. That means that we have to make a subject about sex. So I think that it's just wasting time because just like what I say now, there's in fiqh or the other subject there teach this, right? As the next, let's see, in Aceh now there are many the teacher who could teach this subject that's not professional, or by the other word that they just a little smarter than us. So it taught to the wrong way. Because this is the junior high school. You have to limit that at the junior high school. They just a new teenagers. They just 11, 12 or 13 years old. We don't know that how far they imagine about that. So I think this is just wasting the time to tell this to them. Right? As the next problem that most of the school here just teaches us the extracurricular lesson, and this can make the gap between the student who have learned this and who didn't learn this. For example, that they could say, yeah, they could get some conflict there, right? The next that is about the junction between the teacher and the student. Over the teacher that professional, they could teach it really, but the student can't understand it. They imagine to the wrong way maybe. What could it be? Alright? The next step, if this subject taught by the right way, maybe this could be the mock tool by the student. For example, that they could, the male and the female, they could see to the other end, they could show things maybe. Right? Maybe that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The third speaker of the negative team spent the time 3 minutes 38 seconds. So now it's time to give the reply speech. And for the reply speaker of the negative team, time is yours.
So, the conclusion of all the conclusions is the obligatory of sex education in school wasn't obligatory one. Don't put it into a obligatory one. We have another lesson, we have another thing can teach it. and obligatory. You can see that if you learn obligatory segregation, it looks like male and female could see behind their clothes invisibly. Even they wear clothes, they could see what is inside, what is born. That's why it will stimulate something bad in ourselves. Everybody here feels that. That's why don't put it in the obligatory. There are many good things, such as a teacher is not a professional one, or a student with a wrong mindset. Why not we put it in the non-lesson, such as thinking, more behavior or more a teacher in teaching. And also, as you stated, biology doesn't explain about sex, negative impact of sex, goodly or completely. I think there is. You can see that in the book of biology, there is a name of many illness or diseases, such as AIDS or syphilis or another. That's how they inform us with a good ways. That's why biology is better than the natural one. Because biology is not only for sex but for another education. And also talking about the English development, abroad men suggest us if they are not fit or if they are not good at sex education, why must we obey them? Why must we obey them? We have our government, we have our rule of nations. Why must we obey them? I think there is a cheat maybe. We never know what is behind. We never know what will happen to them. They are determined. They are in case of sex only. Why must you obey them? If the sex problem come from them mostly, we have to obey them. Stand one stage, of course not. And also, we know that you say that this segregation is only for high school, but we have stated for another limit. We have limit for a sex education only for high school, but you explained it or stated just now to another one. So stay in the limit. And also, the sex education is not only for Muslims. You know that? Thinking is not for Muslims, not only for Muslims. Muslim is unlimited. Muslims' method is unlimited. Not only for Muslims, not only for Muslim in Asia, Muslim or in other countries, but also as well as Christian. Christian could replicate too. As an Orientalist, you could learn fiqh, could learn many things from fiqh. Why not? Muslim never forbid it. Muslim never put or never cut off their water learning. That's why. And also, talking about there are many free sex in our country. How often kids by sex education is obligatorily taught to the student. As I said just now, don't touch it obligatory, but put it into another lessons. Don't add it in curriculum, but put it in another lessons. That's why. Maybe it's all of our statement as this house believes that sex education at school is obligatory. Thank you.
The reply speaker of the negative change spend the time 5 minutes. So the last one, please welcome the reply speaker of the affirmative team.
Okay, thanks. From my friends talk before, I can take some consolation that if the sex education is obligatory in the school, that we have to minimize AIDS disease because if education sex is obligatory in the school, so the student can learn and know how to avoid about free sex, and they know what free sex. And then education sex getting from the student about avoiding the bad disease of free sex, the bad habit of free sex, and then with obligatory the education sex in the school, it will make our funds country will rise, because in future the student can explain about their family, how much they want to have children, maybe just two, and it will the cabin is running, and then in the end, just information. The second speaker that saw before is auto affirmative. Our affirmative is for obligatory the education check for junior high school, not for elementary school. Thanks.
The reply speaker of the affirmative team spent the time 1 minute 57 seconds. So thank you so much for the team that has presented all the best that you have. You can back to the chair and join your friends now.